Gonna play some Stellamore. Hi, hello, Internet. Greetings.
Hi, hello. It is I, Scandal.
And I, Lies.
And we are here, definitely, as Lies just said, that we're here to play Stellamore.
Apparently, we're here to load Blake's screen. Oh, ascend. I'm guessing there's a tarot theme. Looks like a tarot theme.
I mean, this may or may not be slightly like another Otome game that I know about that's of English-ish origin. So, if anybody doesn't know, as far as I understand, Otome games are literally Japanese dating games, right? And they're
ascend?
We're going to ascend.
Up you go. My ears. Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry. What was
the
that?
atmosphere got to me real quick, guys. Okay.
Please.
They, them, what are you? All right, so we're Lies and Scandal. Can we have Lies and Scandal?
Well, the thing is, that's going to be your character name. Do you want to be Lies and Scandal?
How about Lies
Our parents
Scandal?
are dicks. They call us Lies and Scandal because we were a parasitic twin.
Hey, I mean, if it's she, her, they, them, you know, there's two of you. There's multiples.
That's not how that works.
All right,
but I appreciate.
How about Lies Scandal? We can always call them Kidin.
Let's do it. The answer will be no every time, and you know it. But I am on. Oh, this is loading really
Can you
slow.
do an apostrophe?
I hope so.
And for anyone who's watching this and doesn't know,
This is loading like
an
super
OC
slow.
called Kidin, so it is hilarious to even consider shipping them with anyone.
He's definitely more of a he.
He goes. He believes in male. That's how he ascribes. So we'll see how this goes.
Oh, this is loading really slow.
Oh
okay.
dear. Well, we might need some help. Let's try him again. It's thinking, what next? Now do you tap the rest of the screen, or?
Oh no. So as far as I understand, unfortunately, this is one of those games that it didn't work very well, unfortunately. So we're using an Android system on a tablet
for our
which I think is very silly, honestly, but
here, let's see if we can figure out the technical difficulties.
Hang on, be right back. Alright, it's loaded better, loaded faster. There we go. Okay.
It looks like you just go to the settings and set it up and then go back to the game. Or log, maybe?
Yes.
I think that's where we are.
Part one.
Well, let's start with part two. No, of course not.
Let's do it!
Let's live dangerously.
Alright.
Oh. The rap of the coachman's knuckles against the door of the carriage wakes me with a start. Oh no, it's first person. Hang on.
Oh god.
Oh god. Alright. Anyway, I'll try it on the next round.
Sorry.
It's not hard to tell that I've arrived. There's no turning back now. The calm air that once stifled the cabin is gone, replaced by the chatter of a city in celebration. The sounds of a nation embracing peace. And I get to be a part of it. A part of history. I feel worried or excited. I feel
limited.
I feel
this has always been my biggest criticism with any of these games whenever I've tried starting them out. There's only basically two options.
Excited could be sort of used broadly for like enthusiasm or interested or curious, so we'll go with that.
Okay.
Because otherwise you get like concerned, hesitant. I feel more excited than I've ever been. I feel like the voice is wrong, but that's all right. I'm gonna push ahead. This is the opportunity of a lifetime. Who knows who's going to be in attendance? Oh, I'm looking to ship myself.
Ah, you're really
Kings and queens, heroes from every corner. My hands are close to trembling, and I haven't even seen the city yet. That doesn't look like a carriage, but I believe you.
It looks more like...
I mean, you could say it's more of a traveling caravan kind of
Yeah,
carriage,
that's kind of what I was thinking of.
But at the same time, it looks like a mix between modern and historical, and the curtain rod's throwing me off. Like, all the way across the door.
Uh-huh, it's a little wild.
Also going, is that the door? Or is that the door?
That's the door.
But at the same time, okay. As I step onto the tiled street, a familiar spell of dizziness hits. Oh no, I have a frail constitution. I suppose that's to be expected. If any events were worthy of a vision, it'd be this one.
This is where I guess.
Oh, you have visions.
Uh-huh.
All right. Muffled voices flow around me. Color swims in front of my eyes.
Color swim.
Colors.
Sorry, guys, it's colors swim.
Or color swims. You could put the S on either one.
You could. Either one actually works
Pick an
fine.
S.
You need an S.
Thousands of images flash like lights in the sky. And for a moment, I'm numb from the feeling. The stars bring a message.
There's an arrow in the sky! Quick!
It's probably a constellation. I don't know. But it looks sort of like a kite. Or a crane. A paper crane. There we go.
That's also a
The
possibility.
stars bring a message. For now, only murmurs of change. An approaching figure. We're already outside and this is going on, but we still have a door in front of us. I get frustrated with stagnant scenery in the background too.
I do too.
When we've already said we're somewhere else. This is more vague than I'm used to. But they will tell me in time. I just have to wait. I shake the dizziness from my head.
I'm a dog.
Perhaps I casually shift my head back and forth to remove the dizziness. A little less enthusiasm. Taking in my surroundings. Oh my god. Alright, do we get to see our surroundings?
Yes!
What happened to the marble tiled streets? Hang on, that's dirt. Sorry.
It is dirt, actually.
Hang on.
That's ground!
You're terrible at describing your surroundings.
That's worm poop.
That's
ground.
That is degenerative plant matter.
And ground rock.
I had heard that
Watson was in it to peck. As how I would say it.
Watson-the-peck was beautiful. I wasn't quite prepared for this. Not being able to see it outside the door. I was unprepared.
Especially because I could only look in one damn direction like the idiot I am.
Anything colourful fabric that's around the corner. I can't see. Glimmering jewels that must be just beyond that gate.
I got it.
Steps of gold that are probably inside. It seems like it will feel utopian when I get there.
Maybe, possibly, I don't know. It could be an ancient ruin. Maybe I'm just insane.
But I'm sure it's there. The streets of the city, leading from the palace, are alive with music and cheers. Out of the distance. The royal procession must be making its way through.
Because I know that happens in every corner. Wait, what?
And it must be, because, it should be, because all of my visions around this corner are amazing.
They're fantastic. I love them.
A beautiful carriage, draped in the color of the royal family, leads the parade.
Okay.
Will lead the parade. Would lead the parade. Should lead the parade. I'm excited to see the parade.
See, I feel like that we're going to be terrible at this. So this was the problem whenever I played a dating game at all, was going, I always just have this response of going, I don't want to date anyone. I'm not interested.
I just want to wander around and see
things. They won't let
things.
me because everything's going, no, you must date someone. You must flirt with someone. I'm like, no.
And it must be one of these choices. Of course, the reason we picked this game was because we were excited about the visual choices and the representation and design that they had.
It was me going, haha. I'm like, these names seem very deliberately non-English. I wonder who it is. The Empress?
The Empress. It must be. As far as I remember, the Emperor is away.
With
so I can hit on the Empress.
Woo!
She's away. And the princes don't leave the palace.
They're inside boning. I mean...
As I join the flow of the crowd by going around the corner and actually into the city, and
which I will never see,
and have it changing from a
because
dirt
otherwise I might actually see someone I might like that's not these characters. Sorry, I always giggle at
and
these
having
games.
it change from a dirt road to the actual tile I stepped down on, and then ran out of the city so you can see this view.
Look how gorgeous! Me, blink. Now you can look.
Wait! Look how gorgeous! I'm intimidated. I ran out the door.
So basically, this is Battle Angel Alita, except for the fact that everybody's in on them crashing all the times, and the Ashen City thing is in on the whole thing of going, I need to show you scenery! Blink, now you can...
Oh, Lord. Okay. Oh, an elven man wades through with ease. Wait, where's the crowd he's wading through? Draped in a patterned cloak. I don't see the patterns. Are these implied patterns, maybe?
I don't see them either, I'm sorry. They're not very patterny to me.
I'm sorry, he has
more
pattern.
Yeah, and he's got a pattern on
his belt.
Waistcoat,
waist thing. Anyway.
Skirt.
What happened to
Robe.
his neck?
I think they're supposed to be tattoos.
Oh, okay, that's good. Because I'm like going massive scar.
I mean, I had that too for a second. I'm like, I think it's supposed to be tattoos.
I think the ear openings are very cute.
They're kind of adorable. I
They're
don't understand them
really cute.
because we don't have them for ourselves. But because they stick out so far.
It would
you need to know, he's an elf.
It would squish your ears under the fabric. Excuse me. They're very sensitive.
Yes, but then they could look really adorable, and you could look like, the little point. They actually can design.
It would look like one of those veils.
But the thing is you actually can design them to basically go around them. Like, people have talked about basically doing different seams to go around them.
Can.
And that's how you have a certain look going, oh, that's elvish because you're accommodating for the ears.
You can also have head supports under the veil as well that create a shape to it. Okay. There isn't anything immediately suspicious about him. Am I a suspicious bastard? You're not immediately suspicious. Oh, good. That's my first check.
You're not a suspicious bastard.
Well, since I'm incredibly suspicious, perhaps it's good they aren't.
Right. Immediately suspicious
about him. He should
be
suspicious of me, to be honest.
A flash of gold underneath his cape. You mean...
And on his cape, and in front of his cape, and under his nose, and under his lip, and on his ear.
Yeah, sorry. I'm like, what kind of gold are we talking about here? You need to be more specific.
I feel like the artist and the author were working in separate realms.
It's true. I can recognize the markings of a royal, or someone in their service. So we're talking about what's on his forehead?
So he's either royal, or he works for the royals, and we're not educated enough to know
the difference, which seems like something would be very important.
If we're really excited about meeting royals?
Yeah.
I like the necklace. I feel like it's going to get tangled in his cape thing.
I know. I got this. I'm going to take it off and kill myself.
Maybe. Carefully. Oh,
so we must be light, bold, or avoid.
Bold.
You want to be bold, Kidin?
I'm thinking the problem is that bold means flirty, but bold means I'm not afraid. So Kidin would be bold. Because he'd be direct.
All right, so we're going to the specific character here. This is why I keep asking.
We're going to see what this means because it's going to be
ridiculous.
Without
much thought, my hand reaches for the cape.
My finger barely grazing the soft fabric.
How so? Look at his smile!
Like, you acted like a country bumpkin. That's so cute. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't manage to actually grasp it. But the movement is enough to make the figure turn towards me.
Also, I have to say, at least for my interpretation of the facial structure, due to my playing of Dragon Age, I'm sorry guys, I keep going, the anatomy of the face looks very Dragon Age for what they decided to make their elves look like.
See, I'm having a hard time going, your nose
which is not a bad thing.
This incredibly straight line to your forehead.
Well, that's the thing, is that's what they decided to do in Dragon Age. They used to look more just like regular people in the first one. But the second one came around and they went for this very flat line, interesting, almost like cat-like look, which is interesting, but yeah, I'm like...
Sort of a Persian cat face?
Yeah, kind of.
Alright, here we go.
I'm gonna make the figure turn towards me.
Turn toward me, yep, Mason turn toward me. For a moment, our eyes met. Oh, he looks surprised now. See,
except now he's not looking at us.
She was like, see, we're suspicious. We're super suspicious. I knew it. They raised their hand upwards, one finger over their lips.
Oh, come on. Perform the action!
They think they've been called out. Now he's got...
Now the style is radically different.
And more jewelry and stuff. And I don't... Alright, cool. I can't see much through the shadows besides clear green eyes.
I mean, I can see great. He's got a gold inner reflective hood.
God,
you can see fantastic.
He's lit up really beautifully,
He looks fabulous. He looks super fabu.
He looks like he's gonna fall.
At least I'm assuming
how cocked he is over here. That hip is super. Lead with the hips like mad.
Like you're trying a little too hard to be like. Again, I will say I'm assuming he, because as we have established from the very beginning, anybody could be he,
she, or they.
Yep. So they could also be a they.
I assume they could also be she, but I assume he. So
I'm assuming he
simply
because I know a little bit of extra detail in regards to the fact that, well, they're all princes, and as far as I understand, this character is actually a royal member, so...
royal member.
Quick stroke and twirl. Anyway.
I tried to grasp the royal member, but I missed. I nod in silence, feeling intrigued. This is a game I'm in.
Alright, I love games.
Providing you have something I want, I'm for it. The figure smiles slightly and disappears back into the crowd. Are we going to narrate all of this, or does anyone else talk?
I think we're going to narrate all this because this is how...
Oh! Left the city
this
again!
Is the crowd!
We went out of the city again.
So you're telling me the trees are people?
I think they are, because of the crowd. But I'm also like, your tile is beautifully rendered to look like dirt. It's amazing. the mirage is beautiful. I will say the artists have done a good job.
They've done fantastic.
I'm not meaning to mock the artists here, but the words versus the artists, it seems like they're fighting each other. No, it will look like this. No, I will describe it like this. No, I will draw it like this. Epic battle between design
and presentation.
Yeah, between, one person's vision and another. And anyway, so the art looks beautiful. It just is incongruous.
This is the other reason, though, that I've had some issues with... Oh, no.
What?
you can see through the tree.
Oh yeah, you can.
I didn't
You can
notice.
see it behind the tree.
I'm sorry, guys.
It's all
It's
right.
so distracting. I'm like, again, this
How
looks really
do
great.
you know it's not a magical tree? How do you know?
It could be a mirage tree. I'm sorry, guys. All right.
All right.
That was strange.
strange. A sudden call of my name tears my eyes from the gates where the man disappeared.
Hey, Kadeen!
I'm paying attention completely.
I
I've
don't-
lost my sense of intrigue.
Where the man disappeared. Yep.
Mukandi.
Hey, Kadeen, there you are.
Oh, look,
They're
they're adorable.
adorable.
Oh my goodness. Mukandi, go ahead.
I've been waiting hours for you. Glad to see you finally found your way. Super
They're
cute.
so cute. Look at those eyes.
Oh, they're adorable.
I love all these multiple piercings.
Didn't get
too.
lost amongst the royalty.
Mukandi's welcome is as warm as ever. Arms open wide and smile even wider.
That's super cute.
They're adorable.
Friendly.
Friendly. I'm super friendly with this person. It's fine. They seem to be totally my friend. We're back to the jungle again. I'm enveloped in a tight hug the second I open my arms in return. After a few seconds, and at least one attempt to pick me up and spin me, Mukandi pulls back and smiles that blinding smile.
I've missed you, Kadeen.
I hope so.
You need to come visit me more often. Do you know how much you've missed out on?
You missed out? No.
Um,
I can only imagine. You'll have to fill me in once we find our rooms.
together alone.
I find a real smile forming for the first time since this trip began. I've only had fake smiles before that. It's hard not to be affected by her joy. Ah, this one is a girl. There we are.
Yay! She appears delighted for a moment.
See, she's got a patterned cloak.
That is patterned cloak.
That's a patterned cloak.
That looks super patterned. Good job.
Before her cheer fades, oh no, something's
Oh, no.
going on.
By the way,
Her voice is hushed.
have you heard the rumors?
I've heard so many rumors.
I mean, you
I
are a
mean-
rumor yourself.
Rumors? What rumors? Were they about me? The summit hasn't even begun. Gossip? Already? Mukandi bites her lip. Oh no, we're into 50 Shades of Grey. I bit my lip. They bit their lip. She bit her lip. I bit my lip. He bit his lip. He bit my lip.
Quick, take a shot every time you bite your lip.
You're gonna die.
You did.
Alright.
I thought not. You did only just get here. I'll fill you in later.
That
No.
certainly doesn't bode well.
And also seems unrealistic because we're able to walk and you can talk.
We can walk and talk at the same
And where
time.
it's really loud in the marketplace. Actually, they talk about where it's really important. Like, it's really helpful to be in a marketplace because everybody's talking. It doesn't matter. They're all engaged in their own business. It's
Yep.
actually
And
very
it's
difficult.
very hard to listen into someone else's conversation without obviously joining it. It's actually a great place to tell secrets.
Uh-huh. Enough of that talk. The stars will show you before I can tell you. I'm sure.
Well, I have a lot of visions.
Let me introduce you to someone.
Before she could try and turn away, a pair of assistants approached us. One of them whispers to Mukandi's ear as the smile disappears. She sighs.
Not even a second to breathe. I'm sorry, Kadin. I'll find you later.
With a final pat on the arm, Mukandi is guided away. It makes sense that the first human ambassador would... Ambassador?
Oh, bad spelling. Ambassador is actually an ambassador.
Unless there's
AM.
someone that is an ambassador, but I don't know.
I'm pretty sure
would
it's
be
ambassador.
popular today. Ah, the first human ambassador.
That's Makondi.
Mm-hmm. It's a bit surprising I haven't been pointed out more, now that I think about it.
Because I think you're
I'm
supposed to be human.
also a bit weird.
Ah ha ha ha!
Humans aren't exactly plentiful anywhere but home. But I wore it today anyways to be interesting.
Yeah, of course you did, because you're a unique shitlord.
Me, exotic? Never. Not
Nope,
even once.
Not even Kadin.
Soon I hear someone calling out my name in a stage whisper. Looking both directions, the voice calls me once more.
Sorry, I
A
just love
bit
it.
louder from my left.
Ooh, we have some change of scenery.
Okay, I still am not seeing the tile.
Neither
that looks
am
like
I.
stonework. That looks like stonework and not tile.
I take a few steps. They finally got through the looming gates, though. Good
Well,
job,
we
us.
actually got into the city.
Woo!
And it's
Can we see
not-
the floor?
Quite as we imagined. I imagined there'd be
We
so
see the
many more
ground.
people.
The tile. I know, right?
I take a few steps through the looming gates, and there they are. A short girl with colorful hair. Oh no, I said
she's
unicorn.
adorable.
Waves at me, beckoning her small space by the streams.
They're adorable.
They're very cute. Around her, there are several nobles, smiling, murmuring, behind fans. No gold, though, very natural.
Uh-huh.
I feel like she's gonna fall out of that top, though. I really do.
Yeah.
Like around the sides, like if she moved, she is very endowed, that one.
Uh-huh, it's true.
I don't truly recall who she is, but I can't help but feel a sense of familiarity. It's the ears. Unforgettable. What? Wauru? I think it's Wauru.
Auru?
I think it would be Wauru.
Maybe. Welcome! Mukondi talked about you so much. I knew you would be easy to recognize.
The girl's smile is bright and rounds her cheeks.
Wait.
An easy twinkle in her eye.
She didn't mention you are so cute. Oh. Oh. She didn't mention you are so cute, though.
Get in going.
Ooh. I'm always
yes, adorable.
cute.
That is what you're gonna. That's it.
Kawaii
Adorable.
desu.
That manages to startle a laugh out of me. Cute. Ha! And she grins.
There we go. You look so serious.
And adorable.
My name
when you-
is Wauru.
It's very cute.
I represent the Marakihau of Otamakura. I love these.
Karu.
Otamakura.
Kura? Oh, I can't.
K-U-R-
do it. So forgive me in my dyslexia. Sometimes I struggle.
Yeah.
It's okay.
And then again, also, I'm making assumptions here
Otamakura.
because I actually don't necessarily always understand the little ticks and whatnot over.
As well as if it's not English pronunciation, American English pronunciation, we might be lost.
Yeah, I apologize.
It's good.
It's a pleasure to meet you. Mukondi said your name was Kirin, yes? It is. It could be handsome for you.
It is. It's lovely to meet you, Ambassador Wauru.
See, they got ambassador over here.
They did. So I think
Yeah.
that was a misspelling for sure.
Aw.
This one's capitalized though, as though it's a title.
Yeah, but the thing is
And the
there
other
no
one suggested it was a title as well. They're the first
ambassador. Yeah, I
So-
think that was just an error.
I think so too. We got this.
It's okay.
You can do
We
it.
support you. All right.
She narrows her eyes at me playfully.
So serious again. And I had just gotten you to laugh. Please call me Waru. We are all friends here.
I hadn't expected the officials here to be so friendly. Casual, really. I can see why she and Mukundi got along so quickly. They're both very light-hearted.
That's totally Kirin, hands down.
Of course, Wauru.
There we go. I love her little smiley face. It's super cute.
Who? She looks very who? The people around her murmur, and I can feel in my spine that whatever they're saying, it's not nice.
Oh no, dramatic mood shift. Why? It feels a little too abrupt, and also feels.
A
Yeah.
figure stands in the center of the surrounding crowd, obviously at home under the attention.
Oh.
I feel like we're supposed to be insecure, but I'm not. So we're gonna try
This
and
is
play
fine.
it this way and see how it goes.
But it's Kirin. We can't do this.
because we don't need every protag ever to be to be insecure. I'm gonna say they.
I'm gonna say they too.
Their strange eyes are lidded as they drape an arm over the shoulders of one of their admirers. Strange eyes? How do you pronounce that?
Dior.
Dior. Thank you.
Another representative of the human homeland. Scrambling around where you don't belong. Like ants, you things are. I mean, you're Kirin. Why would you? What would you do?
I would confront them with sass, but I don't know that sass is an option. So let's try confronting them and see if I get pissy and angry.
Alright, we'll find out.
I straighten up, feeling as though they might swallow me whole if I don't. Sounds reasonable. Adjust your posture, ready to
Excuse
face
me.
them. Excuse me, what?
What bullshit is this?
Ants are very productive, as are our people. I think you'll find.
I have to say is I wish this was a little faster.
Did I just compare myself to an ant? I think I did.
You did.
I think I did. And all right.
The individual.
Narrows their eyes, obviously displeased by my response. Okay, enough sass. If you assume cultural context of sassiness, that could be enough sass for Kirin.
That's true. Oh, the ant has a backbone. How amusing. I do hope it doesn't snap under the pressure.
I feel a slight tug at my elbow and glance back to Wauru, who is going, "Oh my god, please don't offend them." She leans in close and whispers to me.
Don't add fuel to the fire. Dior has no shame.
Dior's eyes swing to Wauru, expression changing in a way I can't place.
My question is going, are you an elf or are you a half-breed? Because you have the curvature of the ear.
You've got both water ears and straight
elf
ears
yep.
combined. Based on the two variants we've seen so far, you look like a mix.
Uh-huh.
However, it could just be a difference in ear size and features, but the other one has
because
a
you
lot
also have...
more.
Mm-hmm.
You could have the gills covered.
Yeah, you could also have that too.
And there could be no distinction between types of elves. We're all just elves here. As soon as I register it, it's gone. Replaced by a sneer. I am totally composed. Wait,
They sent you. What happened to the actual chieftain?
Wauru clenches her jaw. Posture rigid. She's invisible. She's clenched her jaw so hard.
It's a specific feature of these merfolk people, I'm assuming.
There we are.
Kaoru Nagi has taken ill and will not be able to attend.
So I get to be here and be adorable instead.
Fuck you. That's all you need to know. Let's go, Kidin.
Let's go, Kidin. Or maybe just, let's go, Kidin.
Let's go, Kidin, because I'm going to slowly put up my little finger. I learned this from the humans.
Wauru loops an arm around my waist, briskly leading me into the sanctum. You're touching me.
Kidin doesn't like to be touched.
He's like,
this is a characteristic of Kidin.
You're touching me.
No touching, no touching, no touching, no touch.
Whatever else... I can't do it. Dior. Thank you. And whatever else Dior crows at us, she doesn't appear to hear it. As soon as we're under the cover of the entryway, I wish the text would go a little faster.
I'm having this problem going, I kind of want to pause here and then go back and go see if I can change the settings because this is really slow. I'm sorry, I read through this so much faster.
This chapter, maybe.
Yeah.
The characters generally speak faster.
Uh-huh.
She gives me a small, wry smile. And I get that they're trying to go for, like, conversational pacing instead of reading.
I don't think people realize actually how fast people talk in conversation.
They really don't. Like, a lot of people talk way
fast. Very fast. Please don't mind Dior. They are who they are.
This isn't your first run-in with them?
They're everywhere, unfortunately. Dior is the right hand of the Melusine's queen. But that's neither here nor there.
Actually, it's here and there. You just said so.
They're all there.
That's everywhere. They're here and there and everywhere else in your business.
Let's not spoil the festive atmosphere with that kind of talk.
Let's just put down these things and not deal with them for 2 pages now.
Uh-huh, pretty much.
The thunderous boom of ceremonial drums breaks the tense atmosphere, and Wauru smiles.
I have business to attend to, unfortunately. I will see you later. I trust.
I trust. Of course.
Because you're Kidin, you better show up.
I will be everywhere as well. With a final wave and a wide grin, Wauru quickly disappears into the crowd. There's that smile.
Aha,
Nice.
she's super cute.
I managed to escape the glaring midday sun. Scampering, I scamper, further into the sanctum.
Scamper? Scamper is very much like I am out of place and I'm like a rat and I'm scampering, or I'm like a cat and I'm boinking everywhere.
Or I'm trying to hurry through something. Hey, look, tiled floor! Oh
my god!
Tiled floor! There's the tiled floor.
Oh god, I'm so touched.
Well, I feel like there should be more people. The floating crystal's interesting, though.
Uh-huh.
All right, the inside of the main chamber is enormous. Multiple levels and walkways illuminated by glowing rayette. What's rayette?
I think it's the crystal.
And not a single inch of it void of life.
Except every inch.
Except for, no, the plants. The plants are here. They're not void of life.
Oh, look, the people. I found the people. They're in the back.
I feel like, are we supposed to be alone in a corner all the time? Like, or with the back of everything exciting happening behind us at all times?
I don't know. I feel like one of the things, one of the characteristics of this particular genre is that you're not drawing everything. It's supposed to give you ideas, but not take everything away from you.
Also,
which I can appreciate, but when you're deliberately going to go out of your way, sometimes I feel like there needs to be a little bit more detail there, even if just like silhouettes or whatever. Not necessarily going, we're focusing on these people, but
yeah, if you're constantly calling it crowded, maybe just some chalk style renderings or something of people doing things.
Right, that would
so
be
that you can't go, I want to, ship myself with that one, but go, there are clearly people here. I would ask for that, but this is probably standard for the genre. I'm not very experienced with it.
Neither am I, to be honest.
It's a wonder. I even made it through the door. I had to shove through so many people to get to this empty part of the room. I had to carefully turn sideways so they wouldn't touch my visage.
I'm beautiful.
Excuse me. People of all shapes and backgrounds flow through the halls. So for anyone who doesn't know, Kidin has been infamously single for 1,000 years.
It's true.
So it's one of those things.
This will be remarkable if this works out in any way.
Yes. So many features I could have only read of in books before this trip. I haven't really seen many elves. Wauru's bright hair and intricate tattoos, the shimmering skin of the elven figure from the streets. Did he have shimmering skin? As my eyes
I couldn't
dart
tell.
from person to
Oh,
person,
we're talking about the one earlier, the one that had
the
sun.
shimmering inner hood.
Yeah, I know. He's
Dart
sweating a lot.
He's sweating a lot. He's like, it's very warm, but I look hot, like I just finished working out. I'm amazing. Working in the
I worked
field.
out.
I look glorious. I feel like with these games, you're not supposed to pick a character. You're supposed to be a blank slate for shipping.
Oh,
and
yeah.
just watch the story. But I think I'm going to have more fun this way.
I have always had more fun this way, but this is why I could never really get into these, because I keep going, I can't just put myself in this and go, I don't know what's going on, because I have too much information as regards to, because words imply basically background in language and history, right? So if you're going to say things like ambassador, you're going to say things like kings and royalty and blah, 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 and those things all mean things. So it immediately starts implying basically socioeconomics, politics, history, culture. These words do not exist in a vacuum.
Yeah,
so
your anthropology is exposited through your character's language.
Which is why it's very important sometimes for me, especially when, like, so there's another game that I played very briefly, but I got super irritated with it. But I wanted us to kind of try to play it, but simply because I was so frustrated with the way that the basically power structure seemed to be said that it was, and that I knew the implication of those words were, but then the way that it acted, which completely irritated me. So anyway.
So make up new royalty if you're not going to use, if you're going to use standard terms, follow standard rules. If you're not going to follow standard rules, make up new imaginary royalty.
Pretty much.
As my eyes dart from person to person, they land on a face that would not normally give me pause.
Oh.
You have such a boring face. Oh, sorry.
Hello, Kadeen.
A figure I would normally assume was human stands isolated near one of the far walls. Over there, behind the plant.
Behind the plant.
I will approach them. I'm not going to waste any time here.
This is what Kadeen does.
I take a step in the man's direction. Oh, it's a man. But as soon as I do, I find myself rattled by passing guests. The man lost in the crowd. I'm unhappy about how rude and cramped this environment is. One particularly hard shove sends me straight into the chest of another guest. You can't have what you want when
Monk!
you are
No.
direct. There we go.
Haha.
Ooh, eyes. Iridescent hair tumbles over their shoulders as they right themselves. I like the sort of sketchy, painty style of this.
It's kind of neat.
And again, it reminds me sort of chalk, actually, a little bit. It's kind of
I
fun.
want to be like more like oil pastels or pastels.
Yeah, more like pastel. I mean, pastels are related to chalk.
Yeah.
They just have a more of an oily, smoothness to them. So yeah, I could say oil pastels. All right. Tumbles over their shoulders as they right themselves. An intricately decorated cane hangs from a strap around their wrist. As they grip my shoulders.
Oh, they are actually blind.
They touched me and grabbed my shoulders. All right. Ariki.
Ariki, I like that name. Oh, I shouldn't know what the name is. So this is one criticism I've also had of those games of going, don't tell me their name yet. Tell me their name when they tell me their name.
Yeah, let's have question marks until the character knows their name.
Pretty
The
much.
mesh is very entertaining.
Are you all right?
For a moment, I'm stunned by the brightness of his eyes. Shimmering white. Maybe part of Wauru's delegation? He stares somewhere just past my head as he releases his grip.
Actually, I've got to say this. A lot of people who are blind are extremely good at picking out where your face is, where the voice is coming from, and they're very good at staring at you. I only know this because, when I grew up in the religious background that I actually had what was called a bishop, who was blind. And he knew exactly where you were and could always stare at you. It was kind of unnerving. But it was also like, that's a stereotype of going, well, blind people can't see you. Now, this is also why some of them will wear the glasses so they don't have to think about it.
Or so it doesn't give you a response that makes you uncomfortable, kind of thing.
Because you're going, but you can't see. Why are you staring at me?
But your eyes don't focus properly, like making normal eye contact.
Yep.
Bright white, like mother of pearl. Also, all blind people aren't 100% blind. Legally blind. My stepdad, my first stepdad.
Oh yeah, actually,
my
encompasses
first
a broad
stepdad. Ha ha ha. I've had two. My first stepdad was legally blind. Almost completely blind in one eye, legally blind in the other eye due to a connective tissue disorder. He was freaking cool looking. I will just say, I'm sorry. Like I admired the heck out of him. I'm like, you have some wild genetic style, my dude. Anyway, he's also 6'7", so me,
Nice.
I'm not particularly tall, and he was someone to literally look up to. But at the same time, it's like when he did not have his glasses on, intensive, thick, huge glasses, he really couldn't see anything but shadows. But that's still blind. But you can see where the faces are, where people's shape is. I must have taken too long to respond, as the creases between his brows deepened.
Deepens.
I know. I finally snap out of my stupor.
What?
My what?
My what?
I finally snap out of my pondering,
Probably.
I would say.
Yes.
I'm fine. My apologies.
Oh, no, don't worry. You almost took quite a tumble.
My eyes drift to the small set of steps leading further into the sanctum, because I just ignored this fucker completely.
It casts spell. Well, that's interesting. Goodbye.
Oh, you spoke. I'm done now. He's right. That could have hurt.
Oh, okay, that's the context. I was like, what?
No, the context is I tripped on something and going, oh, if I hadn't run into your
Oh, God, I
firm
hate-
body, I would have been a mess.
I hate hidden steps. Have you ever been in places where you're like, I'm just walking, and you're like, God damn it! Why?
I see. All right, here we go.
I'm just glad you're all right. The architecture here is a bit hazardous for the new visitors. So many steps. Watch out for the decorative ponds too.
Oh, no, I love that. I love that.
That implies that
so much
been
falling
there.
has happened. People are just into
They're
the
always
ponds.
where you least expect them.
Yes.
Yeah, excellent.
He's also like, I've fallen. I've done it. It's
I've
fine.
made a boo-boo before.
Before I have a chance to respond, a low rumbling voice rings out of the center of the hall. Good job, whoever wrote him. That was hilarious.
That
and
was pretty
adorable.
funny,
It was
actually.
Very cute.
Whoa! Hello.
Fur. Suddenly we're into leather and fur. He's going to be dying of the heat, this one.
Right?
Like, it is
no
looking warm
shit.
here. A tall man with piercing red eyes stares down at one of the elven officials, openly ignoring their attempts to placate him. He is grumpy. How can they possibly be fighting already? Is he supposed to be a barbarian?
I think so.
This was supposed to be a summit for reconciliation, and this is what happens on the first day. Sounds right. Intervene, avoid. I mean, at this point, I just completely ignored the person next to me. If I avoid this conflict, can I go back to what I was doing? I want to try it.
All right, we're gonna avoid this one.
Well, I feel anxiety clawing at my guts. You are a cute, adorable cat. Let me put you down. I remember you. Your name is Anxiety. Good job.
This is not kidding. This is
I
hilarious.
decide to stay away from the conflict. I know my duty is to my people. First and foremost, I'm sorry. Kadin is estranged from his entire people, so this is
Kidden
funny.
is also a shapeshifter, so this doesn't work out. This is
doesn't-
hilarious.
it's hilarious,
Oh, look,
yes.
the angst is there.
have been estranged many, many, many years ago.
A long ass time. A long ass time.
Makandi is at my side in seconds when the yelling grows louder, and she loops an arm through mine.
Please stop touching.
This
It's fine.
this way. I can perform this with you.
We can't have our most treasured representative getting roughed up now, can we?
Her eyes are very pretty. Her smile's a bit strained. Her voice reedy. We can't have this now, can we? She never has liked being in the midst of things like this.
People don't like aggression, generally.
Unlike me.
Unlike me, I would totally... I mean, wait, what?
She leads me through the jeering crowd, who suddenly jeering, onto a small balcony.
Wow, they shift really quickly when they're like... I think, honestly, a lot of people get really offended, going, hey,
I'm like,
peace
what
summit,
happened to the
fucker?"
blind one? I wanted to talk to him. Excuse me.
Lame.
The cool air is almost refreshing enough to block out the cursing from inside. Now they're not only jeering,
Motherfucker,
they're all
fucking...
going bleep 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 bleep. Let me use
Ah!
curses. You're
Oh.
the son of a motherless goat.
Your mother was a hamster, and your father smelled of elderberries.
You're such a used toothbrush.
Oh my god, you freaking broken microwave handle!
You are a cotton swab.
You melted wax cheese!
You are such a piece of overboiled chocolate.
Oh my god, you wax fruit.
You are such a mirage. Beautiful but pointless.
You are a ruined ribbon that was meant for a child that broke their toe because you failed them.
Stop being such a runner in my hose.
You are my bent nail. Anyway.
You are like a hangnail I can't trim. All right. Makandi's shoulders sag in relief as soon as the crowd
Sorry. We're having a great time.
is out of sight. Her nose scrunching up in discomfort. That'd probably be very cute, scrunch nose.
The talks haven't even officially started, and they're already fighting like children. Why did we even bother?
She was so excited for this meeting. It hurts to see it fall apart so quickly. I feel for you.
I'm sorry, Homeskillet.
Hi, I understand
My homie
you were invested and now it's not working for you. She deserves better than this. She's worked hard than this.
Reassure or distract her?
I'm kind of for let's go do something fun because she really wanted to distract last time and didn't give us any context for anything. So I'm like, let's distract her the way she distracted us.
Sure, why not?
It could be worse. I feel Makandi's questioning eyes land on me and fail to suppress a smile. They landed on me. Let me just get these off my garment. Excuse me. Here, would you like these back? Let me just rinse them real quick in one of those hidden pools.
Blah, 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 blah,
I'm like, I wanted to talk to the blind one longer, damn it.
That's kind of disappointing.
Right. And fail to suppress a smile.
Her eyes fail to suppress a smile?
They do.
Oh, God. Okay.
We could be wearing that yellow plaid that the delegation of Cluain. Cluanath. I'm gonna go with Cluanath.
All right, we'll go with Cluanath.
Of Cluanath is stuck in. We'd get no diplomacy done if we were condemned to wearing that. Mukandi seems to try to silence herself, bringing a hand up to muffle her laugh.
Yay!
There was no period.
There wasn't. It's well, tiny grammar things. Sorry, guys. We're really not trying to be mean. We're just like tiny grammar things. It's a little distracting.
I notice more grammar simply because I have to work so hard to read. So I'm really great for proofreading for errors because I read slowly and deliberately because of my dyslexia. And so I notice more things because I read a lot of it by formula, basically by what I recognize quickly because I can't read it functionally because of how my brain processes it. And so I get an experience of going, if it's not the predictive text I expect, basically, then I freeze immediately going, wait, was that the wrong thing?
Uh-huh.
And then I double guess, and then I realize it's grammar.
Yep. It's pretty bad, isn't it?
She peeks through her hands, grinning. Just covers her whole face. That's
God.
adorable.
Uh-huh.
That's much better. She has a beautiful smile. I feel like I don't want to try and make her smile to make her pretty, because I'm having like a dude bro culture response.
Yeah, you're so pretty when you smile.
She's adorable when she smiles.
It's so much better when you smile.
I was cute before I smiled when I was a serious mofo.
Right.
My smile fades as that familiar hollow feeling rushes into my head, and the floor rushes up to meet me as I fall just as fast.
Oh, you've had too many boners.
It's like, I hate this affliction of vision with this particular breed. Wakandi's arms around my waist are the only thing keeping me from crashing to the ground. It's not a hidden pool. It's not stairs, but it's just as bad.
Dang, that'd be fun. I'm gonna pass out. Fall into it.
Fall into the hidden pool. Splash.
A goldfish.
I love you. Num, 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 num. When did those get there? Images flash in front of my eyes, each one faster than the last, until all I can see is blinding, swirling, infinitely bright green. As the brightness fades, Mukandi's concerned face swims back into view. Behind her, a familiar figure, red hair, fanning out behind him as he urges palace guards towards us. Protect the squishy one! Oh, look, he doesn't have his cloak on now.
No,
and he does have tattoos.
His decorative cloak. Yeah,
it is scarification.
It possibly could, actually.
Not, in fact, based on his arm, not, in fact, a tattoo.
Yeah.
Right. Oh. The prince, then. I couldn't recognize him with his hood up, but with it down, it's clearly him.
I get it now!
Fantastic. This will save me some time.
Excellent. I'm super excited.
The worry fades, the vision taking over entirely. What? My eyes roam over the ceiling, and I can see it. What's going on? Something has been drawn over us,
Whoop, you forgot an N. Sorry.
around us, keeping us inside. I try to lift a hand to it, to see if it's tangible, and my fingers pass through it. Thick, like fog, but so much more oppressive. Mukundi's voice rings in my ears. So I saw them all and then I lost them again. A tremble of worry coursing through it.
Kadin? What is it? What's wrong?
You don't know I have visions? You're a bad friend.
I know.
Oh, sorry. A shroud. I hear her gasp above me. Her grip tightens on my waist. That sentence out of context. Just completely out of context. I hear her gasp above me. Her grip tightens on my waist. I'm sorry.
Kadin, no.
Kadin, it's not me. It's just a vision.
It's just a vision. It's fine.
She knows of my visions, but she's never seen one firsthand.
You're seizing up.
I guess this must be a bit shocking. Mukandi lowers us fully to the ground, and I lean on her shoulder. Because my body is frail and it's irritating.
God, I hate being human.
Because I am this thing, and I also have visions because it's appropriate, and I find it...
And it makes me eccentric, and I love that.
A nuisance, even as a necessity. The sound of horrified gasps and panicked voices draws my gaze back to the inner chamber.
The other guide has fucking killed somebody. I don't even
Also, the prince is somehow gone.
Yeah, I know.
Onlookers start to whisper as guards are sent to close the area around us. What?
Why?
Because there's 2 humans there. It's bad news. And now we're somewhere else? Many guests have stepped back in panic of me falling over slightly, while others watch in silent awe at someone having a swoon.
Why?
Mukandi helps me sit up, a comforting hand on my shoulder. A hand intended to be comforting on my shoulder. My vision was too late, and for a second, I questioned why I was shown at all.
Too late.
So the bad thing has happened. I felt a fog and an oppressive force, and then it happened. A group gathered at the gate draws our attention, crowding around a young messenger boy. We're suddenly all the way out of the palace and out to the gate? He is pale, looking from person to person with wild eyes. I need to talk to the prince. Please, make way! Dior stands in front of their throng of admirers, face a mixture of panic and fury, and their admirers are panicking too.
What on earth is happening out there? We demand an explanation.
How do I know what's happening in there and out there, and I'm at the gate?
Yeah,
I'm
kind of confused right
I told
now.
you I'd be here, there, and everywhere, and I am, all at once right now.
And happywhere.
The messenger pales further, breaking into a cold sweat. Please, move! I must find the prince! The panicked murmurs quiet as the crowd parts. The prince wading through the masses. He was with us a second ago, then we left him behind, and now he has to wade through the masses of people who have all stepped back anyway. He's flanked by guards, all stone-faced before the panicked crowd. I'm not sure what's going on here.
I'm
sorry.
confused, guys.
I'm lost, and the visuals don't help me, because again,
No.
we're inside, we're outside, we're not, I don't know where we are.
I don't know where we are either. I'm confused.
I like his shirt,
Oh,
though.
Sipakli. I agree with that. Speak. Sipakli.
The messenger looks briefly stunned, before beginning to stumble through his message. We weren't sure what it is, but we can't... The messenger takes a shuddering breath, fists clenched at his sides. Poor boy. The prince's expression softens, and he places a bejeweled hand on the messenger's shoulder.
Deep breaths. I'm in no rush.
The set of his shoulders says otherwise, but his expression remains carefully relaxed. Well done. He must be as perturbed as the rest of us. Except for some of us are worried, scared, upset, confused, irate.
Yeah,
I guess that's all perturbed.
I guess.
The messenger takes a shuddering breath, seemingly
Another one.
calmed. Again, sometimes you need to.
Yep.
The city has been surrounded by a barrier that has proven thus far to be impenetrable, Your Highness. It is believed to be arcane in nature. The prince's eyes widen, but it takes him only a second to school his expression. A guest scoffs from the crowd. We know they're a guest.
Your message is improbable. Impossible, even. Magic of that scale hasn't been cast in decades, least of all unaided by purified rayette. And even then, you would need thousands. The method is lost.
The messenger shrinks back. Cowed, I think. I only know what I've been told. No one is able to enter or exit. Sepactli's brow creases, but he doesn't let panic show on his face. He raises an arm, and a hush falls over the area, his royal markings glimmering in the sunlight. Since he doesn't have his hood on, it's not a glimmer of gold, it's glimmering. His voice rings out clearly through the sanctum.
My dear guests.
Except for we're outside the gates.
Yeah, I know. Why did it was just...
And it rings all the way through the sanctum.
Sorry.
Is this all really close together? Maybe a very, very tiny city? Like the sanctum's immediately inside the gates? And he just can stand at the gate and ring through the whole city? I don't know.
I mean, there are some things, like, so they talk about there are, like, specific, I think they're called, like, specific mosques, I think is what they were talking about, where if you stand in a specific area inside
you have the
them...
acoustics.
Yep, your acoustics will help you. However, that is a sanctum to outside, which makes no sense to me.
Yeah,
so I don't even know. My dear guests, keep yourselves calm. I assure you, your Empress is looking into this matter as we speak. I really wish this was much faster.
Also,
it makes
if
me
he's
sound
a prince, he doesn't leave. So why is he outside?
No shit, they all stay in the palace. So where are his other brothers?
Also, is the sanctum the palace?
All right, please retire to your assigned rooms. We will keep you informed of any developments.
The guests chitter nervously.
Why would you laugh?
Some flocking around the prince for further assurances. And now we're back. Chittering can be like small talking, like talking quickly, not tittering.
No, chittering... I don't know. Chittering to me, at least socially,
like chittering
is never...
squirrels, you know?
Yeah.
You chitter and like small, quick bursts of talking.
Yeah, I guess.
Or sort of like everyone, you know...
Anyway.
Makandi pulls me to my feet. Hang on, are we back inside again? Hands held out even after she lets go, as if she fears I'll collapse again. She's like, ooh, I'm nervous that I might be suffered to collapse.
You gave me a scare.
I'm fine. I'm sorry to worry you. I smile, but I can't tell by her expression that it isn't convincing. I am as irritated about my collapse as ever.
Mm-hmm.
Just had my head in the clouds. Took a little bit of a tumble.
Is it literally going, well, what it is we watch Sepactli actually have this conversation elsewhere? That's the thing, I'm confused about what this is, but I suppose they are confused.
The vision? I feel like I went into vision twice and out of it, and either we watched him, like, remote viewing elsewhere, or it happened and we're not clear on our
I don't know,
geography.
it was a little weird. Anyway.
Her eyes widen slightly, and she purses her lips. It's a hard secret to keep, but it's necessary, for both of our sakes. Someone was listening. The prince, he was here, and then he was out there, and then he was here again. I apologize. Creators, a lot of this is very soft and nice, but I'm having trouble with where we are.
It's, placement is definitely, I'm being lost.
A pair of servants approach, and I can notice the crowd has thinned significantly. Some crowd would be nice.
Mm-hmm.
A young girl dressed within bright cloth. Within, maybe? Cloth with a single golden tattoo over her left eyebrow stops before me. She curtsies quickly. Is that how that's spelled?
Yeah.
I haven't seen curtsy very often at all.
Nope.
It's always curtsy, not curtsies. That's cool. And politely, but somewhat forcefully.
That's forcefully.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. So she curtsies quickly and politely, but like, oof, I'm doing this curtsy. I'm done now. Offers to escort me to my room. We've all been dismissed to our rooms, so that makes sense.
We've all been boned. I mean, wait, what?
We're all heading off to bone.
Except
it's time. Not me.
I'm exhausted. Goodbye.
Exhausted by my vision, I bid goodbye to Makandi with a promise to meet again in the morning.
I'm that tired. Goodbye. I'm gonna sleep for 18 hours.
By how many people have been around and near me, and how frail this body I'm inhabiting is.
Why?
The crease between her brows fades slightly, and I can see the exhaustion hit her. She must be just as, if not more tired. The servant girls escort us our separate ways through the hallways of the sanctum. and I watch the day turn to night.
Oh wait, it's that time of day?
It does
God
seem
damn
to
it,
be.
it doesn't seem to be. Anyway.
Mayat crystal illuminate the way through a pair of carved doors, the pale wood creaking as they open. Do I get to see my room? Oh,
It's
look
a room!
at that. I feel like that's art storage.
Yeah.
Why isn't it hung up on a wall?
It's a little confusing.
I like them, though. I want to see the one with the many arms, honestly.
Yeah.
The room assigned to me is as stunning as the rest of the place. Well, it
Palace.
looks more stunning than the rest of the palace, actually. Beautiful, rich fabrics adorn the bed, with small baubles and trinkets lining nearly every open surface. Which is appropriate, because I am an absolute collector of everything.
Woo!
I appreciate this kind of organized clutter. I can't help but collapse to the bed as soon as the door closes behind me, the warmth of the furs and fabrics relaxing my muscles.
Except for the fact that I feel like it would be really goddamn hot, so why would you want that
I was
much?
like, the furs seem much.
A bit
Thin
much.
fabrics make more sense. At any rate, in mere moments, my eyelids begin to droop, but the nagging unease of the afternoon lingers. And I wonder about my vision, maybe? Otherwise, I understand it, and the reader doesn't.
Right?
It isn't quite the day
Please
I
explain me
expected.
at me.
Uh-oh. But something, I missed it.
Sorry, I thought you got it.
Nope, it was gone.
Ah!
It's alright. But something happened. The vision and the fear in that messenger's voice. Perhaps not the kind of exciting I was hoping for. Those visions were the first of many. This is just the beginning of an unwinding thread. Is that it?
Is this
that
the
chapter
end of
one?
prologue 1?
End of prologue part 1. So we gotta go to the
Yay!
main menu and wrap this one up.
Alright.
Alright. So, I don't know if you can change the speed. Try settings.
That's what I did. It's...
Oh, that's the only settings.
Yep.
About? No, like you can't change the speed. That's it. Settings are just who and what you are, it seems.
You.
Alright. The music is very pretty.
It is very pretty. It's very nice. I am...
The visual design is very pretty, but it's at odds with, again, the text, which I find frustrating. I'm curious as to what the other options give you. And also I'm like, I don't know, are any of these supposed to be the romanceable options or not? And again, I'm like, my favorite one so far was the blind guy and warning about the pools. I'm like, I liked you best of everybody, so this is great. But I'm curious to continue. I find it very entertaining to have shoved a character into there. So I hope you all enjoyed this so far. If you have feedback or thoughts, please feel free to give them.
And also at the same time, too, I would recommend, at least for us, being like, hey, support the creators. I'm kind of excited to see where this project goes. Even if it's not exactly my cup of tea, that's fine.
Like,
Yeah,
I'm
excited.
interested to continue going, which is better than a lot of games. So this is good.
Yep.
I would say this is a good start. And again, like, it works well, and there's clearly things going on. I feel like it just could be more developed or more congruous versus its visual and its dialogue.
Yeah.
And also the dialogue going, where are we located? Giving us either less of a sense of location, so they're not telling us we're in and we're out and we're other places, or more of a sense of location of going, you are just here, and this is where it's happening.
Right.
Yeah. Anyway, other than that, I really have no strong critiques at this point. I had fun. I hope you had fun joining us.
Yep, and we're gonna eventually go on to do part 2, I think. Because
Yeah,
there's
we're
only
gonna
2 parts
keep
to this,
going.
so we'll see.
We'll do part 2 and see what happens. So my name is Liz.
And I am Scandal.
And thank you so much for joining us. Please check out our channel, like, subscribe, all those kinds of things. We have a lot of other things going on our channel. Some of them are different. Some of them are a lot more like this. We do really enjoy voice acting. So you can look at more of those types of things if you would like to. And we love feedback. We're a very tiny channel at this point that are mostly doing this for ourselves. Completely doing this for ourselves.
I
We're
mean, honestly, this is
absolutely
so much fun.
hedonistically doing this for ourselves.
I did, yep, I'm having
But your
the
engagement
best.
is invited, so
Yeah.
thank you.
Thanks for joining us, guys, and have a great day.
Bye!
Bye!